Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. I am, oh man, gosh darn it. There we go. I was running around with my head cut off here at the last minute trying to get everything wrapped up. And sorry for being a few minutes late. That's definitely not my style. So, yeah, here we are. But out here at the Morgan Monroe State Forest, it is a beautiful day right now. The sun is out. It is like right at 70 degrees. The humidity is at about 110%, which is okay because I am going to be heading to Huntsville, Alabama tomorrow morning, taking off to head down there for the Huntsville Ham Fest. I utilize the Ham Fests as an excuse to go take a vacation from work. So in this case, Orlando, I fly, so I don't take as much time, but I do get out there early and utilize that opportunity. Dayton, Ohio, same thing. I get out there a few days early, but it's literally a couple hours drive from here. But Huntsville's got to have a little bit more distance to it. It's about 6 hours, right around 400 miles, about 6 hours. And it's a pretty easy stretch for me. I-69 down through southern Indiana. You got to hop through, I think, Henderson, Kentucky on a state road, and then you meet back up with I-69. The Bluegrass Parkway, which is a really beautiful stretch of eastern or western Kentucky. I-24 down through Nashville, and then on to 65 and zip on down to Alabama. So I'll get to drive all the way through Tennessee and then into northern Alabama. So that was that's my trip tomorrow. And I got to thinking about it. It's like, well, I'm not in a hurry to get down there, although I'm usually generally in a hurry when I drive. I hate driving distance. So I just want to get there. But I'm going to try something just a little different. And that is, I'm going to make this me. I'm going to talking in SpongeBob here. I'm going to make me trip. Mr. Krabs. Here we go. I'm going to make this me trip to Huntsville, and I'm going to take this opportunity to make a rove, a 10 park rove, and stop along the way to do this. And so I've got some criteria. I looked at the map. I want to tie that down a little bit better. I did utilize Grok to break down and find me some parks with certain criteria. The big one is that I need to be able to drive in and out and try to be within a few miles of the interstate, just to make that easier. I don't want a 10 or a 15 or a 20 mile detour. I also don't want to get into urban parks where there's possibly a lot of RFI. As much as I would love to activate those, I still need to get down there before nightfall so I can set up camp. So real quick here, let's just run through. Good morning, Steve. Missing my touchpad here. Good morning, Rick. Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Dave. And if you guys don't know it, Dave is with he's representing. He's the ham radio liaison for Seed Studios, and Dave is going to be at Huntsville Ham Fest with some of their products. If you are a maker where you're doing projects with the ESP32, they've got the little Shao uh, ESP32 boards, which I got to say are the best, well documented boards. A lot of examples, and they're just high quality compared to some of the other ones that you might find. If you are interested in doing that, making projects, and actually, I'm starting to see a lot of people who are putting kits out for amateur radio things for you to build. They're utilizing the Shao line of ESP32 boards, which is nice. The other thing is it has an integrated um, battery charger in there too, so you don't always have to have your projects plugged in, especially if you're using it for something while you are portable. So check that out. Check out Seed Studios, and check out Dave if you're going to be at the Huntsville Ham Fest. Good morning, Cooley. I got George in here. Good morning, George. Spike Nordstrom. That's a new name. Welcome. And Dave says he's going to be up on the mountain starting on Tuesday, which I plan to be there Monday. And like I said, I went down the first time last year. It was the first time I went to the Huntsville Ham Fest, and the couple years before that, uh, I had was not able to get away from work. But like I said, I've incorporated this into these ham fests, the big three ham fests, into my uh, vacation schedule and just wrapped it around. I mean, in all fairness, it's not for me. Just taking time off for the purpose to sit there and twiddle my thumbs is hard to do. So having a purpose to go makes it a little bit better. Now, this week, Monday, um, last year I didn't know what to expect when I went down there, but on Monday, I ran into Mike, Cade, and Mardi. Uh, To temporarily offline. Steve and his wife Chris were there um, on Monday, and I believe also on Monday, Vern Six and Renee Six showed up and got their campsite set up. So I know we went to dinner Monday night, and then Tuesday some more people showed up, and Wednesday some more people showed up, and by Thursday we had quite a crew of people there that were already camping on the mountain, which just made that even more fun. So I'm hanging out with people that have a common hobby. We're in a POTA park, so the number of park to park contact, I have to think that Monsanto holds the record in the POTA database for the number of intra park to park contacts, not just park to park, but intra park to park, meaning within the park. Um, so uh, that's going to be there. So I mean, I was up. I don't know. I was on Indiana time, right? Although they're in Central Time is only just an hour, but I mean, like my normal wake up time is like 6 in the morning. So I'm up and moving at like 6 o'clock in the morning, which is 5 o'clock Central Time, and so I needed something to do besides drink coffee. So I'd fire up the laptop and I'd do FTA from the campsite. I wasn't gonna make a lot of noise, right? And people were still sleeping. And then, and obviously, Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, there wasn't around me at the campsite. There were not a lot of ham radio people at that point. So me shouting out CQ Parks on the air at 7 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning may not have been an ideal thing for them. Um, Good morning, Alan. And in November 5, Tango, Tango, Tango. Don't know your name off the top of my head, but good morning from Austin, Texas. I cannot remember. Oh, gosh darn it. Cannot remember your name off the top of my head. I do apologize. I'm horrible with names and call signs. So if I see your face, then it probably will come to me. But he's over. I met him at Dayton. He's a newer ham and he's YouTube, and so make sure you check out his channel too. He's taking this experience from somebody who's just getting into the hobby and learning how to build antennas and having fun with it and documenting his journey. And But he's just outside of Dayton, so we met over at Dayton Hamvention. So some other things, like I said, got the trip coming up, got the drive down. I am going to try to find 10 parks. I'm going to cheat a little bit, but not bad. So you've got to do 10 parks, not parks. Sorry, 10 entities. Um, so if you're a friend of twofer or you're in a threefer park, that counts for three, right? So you just need to activate 10 parks on a UTC day. So here in the summertime, UTC rolls over at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So that's midnight Zulu. And that'll start Monday's UTC day. And that's Monday's the day I plan on doing it. So what I can do is two of the parks are right here. So right now in this portion, because I'm live streaming, I've got to be over here in just the Morgan Monroe State Forest. But if I go deeper in, the other place I do a lot of activation from is the Scout Ridge Nature Preserve, and it's a really nice nature preserve that is butts up against the Scout Ridge campground, which is a youth camping area. And when I was a scout leader, um, we used to take scouts there a lot to go camping. Uh, the state forest is great. Unlike state parks, the state forest is great because this is a working forest. State of Indiana preserves this area as a forest. It will never be commercialized or anything like that. It's also a working laboratory. So in conjunction with Purdue University and Indiana University, they use this area to study various things. One of those being forest management. So I think 24,000 acres over here that they've got, and then they use this area to they can use it and do various experiments. And this has been a working state property since the early 1900s, which was kind of nice. And Spike, I apologize for that. I'm finding a new thing. I might see if I can drop my video down, if it'll let me do that. Um, it I just dropped my video down. I'm out. Yeah, I'm out here right now. I swapped wireless providers. Um, went from 5G ultra wide to with the Verizon to switch over to AT&T for a work requirement. And the only thing reliable I found about AT&T's network is it's reliably shitty. Um, so there we go. That's my technical opinion. It is crap, and I'm debating about going back over to Verizon. The benefits I get from being on their special network don't seem to outweigh the problems uh, for this. So reliably slow is is how I feel, is how I feel about Verizon. So so back through here, POTA Power. Good morning, Vaughn, Julie. Vaughn, please tell me you've got some pants on this morning. Julie shared with me that he gets up and runs out and grabs coffee in his underwear and sits down to watch this. And as much as I love you, Vaughn, I don't want to see that. Vaughn and Julie will be also at Huntsville. They'll be up in the mountain here later this week too. So it'll be good to see those guys. And looks like Wolf Wizard is new in here. Good morning. Oh, all right. Good. Vaughn said, wait a minute. Nope. You got some pants on, or nope, you're not in your underwear. Just your underwear. Inquiring minds want to know, Vaughn. um, of course, the instigator Allen's like team no pants. That's where he's at today. Um, and Dave, bummed that you can't make it either, buddy. Um, so Dave also says that in his area, AT&T works the best. I will say this: when I'm up in Indianapolis, when I'm in the big city, right? And I understand that um, wireless providers have to focus their infrastructure where there's the most people, and that is fair, and I am not upset about that. Uh, Coming from the technology realm too, and providing service to people, I understand that concept. But I'm also about a mile and a half away from the interstate right now, and they package up this uh, compressed 4G stuff, bullshiz, compressed 4G LTE, and call it 5G, and that is not 5G. I mean, I need all the G's. Gosh darn it, I want all my G's. Um, it is just slow, even when it says it's 5G. Now, you get up to Indianapolis, I get in the inner city there, inside the loop, inside of 465. It rocks. But Verizon does the same thing right here in this exact same spot that I'm sitting. I go from of 100 meg upload to six megs, and that's right at the threshold of being able to reliably support. So that's why I was getting some buffering. So I've had to drag it down to 720. So hopefully that's still good. Um, you might be uh, ahead of the game with a rotary flip phone. Um, it used to be in the old days with rotary phones, you get your exercise just, and I'm not gonna lie. There were times when I was a kid, I'd just sit there and stick my finger in a zero and roll it all the way around and let off of it and watch it, click, 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 click or clack all the way back down. And that was entertainment for us. I'm not lying. That was entertainment for us. So, all right. Enough of me jibber jabbering. I do need to get some cameras in here, and let's get on the air. I think. I hope. me so normally I have all this done. So um, so you guys are watching the sausage being made in real time. Here we go. All right. So you got me. I got the display from the Yaesu 891, and got the Polo app. So we'll go ahead and get started here. So there was a new update for Polo that I downloaded just a minute ago. So hopefully I do some of the beta stuff and do some pre not pre-release. Well, I guess it is beta stuff for Sebastian and Polo to do these things. Now, I am going to preface once again, I'm running this off a MacBook. This is not available for um, a PC yet or Mac generally, but because I have a newer Mac that uses the M series chip, the Apple Silicon, it does emulate iPad apps and runs those, so I can run those on here in there. But in general, ideally, this is suited for your phone or your tablet, iPhone and or iOS and Android. Right now, he's doing this, but it's good stuff, and I like it. There are two other applications out there if you're not familiar with them. World Radio League has a mobile app, and Hammers has a mobile app too. I encourage you to check all those out. They're all good applications. Everybody's got a strong suit. One does something a little bit better than the other, whatever that is for you. It depends, but check those apps out. Support those creators, because I will say this: if you've been around in this hobby for 10 years, there was none of this. Portable logging uh, was only supported on your laptop with an application that still looks like it was designed in 1990. Um, that unfortunately, that's kind of when these things were created, and they've band-aided it and shoestringed it together, and it continues to run, but the features and functions of it are they're basic. So uh, these two groups of guys, and it started with Hammers, and Jarrett did a great job, and that got very popular in the community, especially the people who are going out in the field needing to take equipment with them. So if you're doing any kind of moving on your foot on foot, weight is a key, right? So the lighter you can make that, the better, and the happier people were. So um, give those guys a look see. So Hammers, HAMRS, I believe it is, and then the World Radio League, and then also Polo here. So, but for today, I will be using Polo. Let's go ahead and get started. Templates nearest, and GPS is not enabled, so we're just going to do parks on the air, and I know my park number, so 4215. Get it in there. We are good to go. So I generally start on 40 meters first thing here in the morning. So I am going to just put my favorite frequency, my favorite 40 meter frequency in here, 7.200, just to get an idea who is spotted. So right now there's not too many people on 40 meters. We'll go ahead and But at least, I'm sorry, when I say people, operators, there's not very many POTA operators spotted. There could be a lot of stuff. 40 meters is early in the morning like this is popular with a lot of nets and stuff like that. So we'll just swing the action camera around here and let you guys get let you guys watch the grass grow here as the antenna moves. All right, so let's go find a frequency. And right now we got somebody on 128, 229, and 268. Is this frequency in use? November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot. Is this frequency in use? November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot. Is this frequency in use? November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot. CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air from US 4215, the Morgan Monroe State Forest. November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by. All right, just got the ham alert. CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air from US 4215, the Morgan Monroe State Forest. November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air from US 4215, the Morgan Monroe State Forest. November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by. I think I just heard somebody in there. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air. November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by.
Romeo Tango.
Station ending in Romeo Tango.
Kilo Japan 5.
Kilo Japan 5, Romeo Tango. Good morning, 5-7. Was there a Kilo Japan 5, Romeo Tango?
Delta 8 Yankee.
Okay, the station ending in Yankee Tango.
Kilo Delta 8 Yankee Whiskey Tango.
Kilo Delta 8 Yankee Whiskey Tango. Good morning, 5-7.
Good morning, 555 here in Victor Alpha. Thank you.
All right, I copy the 5-5 into Virginia, my friend. Have a great day today in 73.
You too, 73.
All right, thank you. November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, QRZ. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by. CQ POTA, CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by.
Kilo 4 Hotel, November Hotel.
Kilo 4 Hotel, November Hotel. Lou, good morning. 5-9, my friend.
Roger,
Tim. I've got you about a 5353 here at the home QTH. Stand by for second operator.
All right, stand by for second operator, Lou.
4 Charlie Romeo Yankee, Tim, and you are 5-3 in Northern Alabama.
All right, I copied 5-3, Pink. What was the first part of your call sign?
All right, 73.
Hey, Pink, what was the first part of your call sign? Right, I'll look that up. All right, 73. November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, QRZ. CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by.
Kilo India 4, Yankee Zulu, November.
Kilo Yankee 4, Kilo India 4, Yankee Zulu, November. William, good morning, 5-9.
Good morning, Tim. 5-9, Tennessee, Tango, November.
All right, thanks to 5-9 into Tennessee, my friend. Have a great day today in 73.
7, very good luck. Take care.
All right, thank you. November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, QRZ. CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by.
Kilo Echo 6, Golf Alpha Echo.
Kilo Echo 6, Golf Alpha Echo. Dave, good morning, 5-9.
Good morning, Tim. I got you about a 5-5 here in Mike Oscar this morning.
All right, thanks to 5-5 into Missouri, my friend. I see you're on the live stream. Thank you very much and I appreciate it. Have a great day today in 73.
Hey, 73, thanks for being out there activating, Tim.
All righty, thank you. Have a great day today in 73. November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, QRZ. CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by. CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by. All right. We'll get Pink's call sign corrected here. KQ4. All right, call sign corrected. CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by. Whiskey 3, November Yankee, Molly, good morning. You're about a 5-1, 51 in the park.
4x4, 24 at 2873, 2873, over.
I copied 4-4, 2873. Have a great activation today in 73. All right, thank you. November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, QRZ. CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by.
Kilo 8, Bravo, Alpha Charlie.
Kilo 8, Bravo, Alpha Charlie, Allen, good morning, 5-9.
Morning, Tim. It's about a 5-3 going up to a 5-5 there in southeastern Michigan, but at least I can hear you this time, Roger.
All right, sounds good. I copied the 5-5. I'm just going to write that down instead of the 5-3. It looks better in the log. But, hey, appreciate the contact this morning. Have a great day today in 73.
73, Tim.
All right, thank you. November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, QRZ. CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by. CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by. So, looking at the mapulator here. CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by.
Whiskey 4, Oscar, Golf Whiskey.
Whiskey 4, Oscar, Golf Whiskey, George, good morning, 5-9.
Good morning, Tim. Go Navy. I got you here to Eastern Virginia.
All right, thanks for the 5-3 into Virginia there. Have a great day today in 73, my friend.
Have a great one out there, Tim. 73, my friend.
All righty, thank you. November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, QRZ. All right, we're gonna switch.
Kilo, Golf 4, Victor, Echo, Tango.
The Kilo Golf 4 station. The Kilo Golf 4 station. November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, QRZ. Yeah, I got a activation going on right now, but I'll be leaving here probably in a few minutes.
The frequency in use.
CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by.
Nothing heard.
Alpha Delta 2, Charlie Delta.
VOA, W2 VOA.
Alpha Delta 2, Charlie Delta. Toby, good morning, 5-5. Alpha Delta 2, Charlie Delta. Good morning, Toby, 5-5.
Roger, 5-5.
All right, thanks to 5-5 into New Jersey, Toby. Have a great day today in 73. November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot going QSY to 20 meters. 3.
None heard. Clear on the call. KC2H2B5.
All right, well, that happens sometimes. They didn't hear me, and but you know, no big deal. It's probably somebody sitting there with a 1500 watt amplifier and transmitting further than they can hear, which happens. Does happen. So yeah, propagation is a weird thing. This is what the map looks like right now, and obviously a lot of this depends on, you know, where people are at, and these little dots on the board are also based on a grid square that gets returned when the call sign is looked up. Now the one that I did from the park, Whiskey 3 November Yankee. Is that highlight on here? Oh, there it is right there. Yeah, so it says they're in Rhode Island, but I don't know where that park is. Fisherman's Memorial State Park. So that may be in Rhode Island. It could be in Connecticut. It could be up in Maine for all I know. But it's going to return where their grid square is attached to their license. I'm presuming with the parks, may, you know, actually come to think about it, the parks may show the location, but I doubt it. I doubt it. It's going to pull a grid square. So, for example, our friend Bill, Ham Radio Tectonics, is home based in Phoenix, Arizona. I think Phoenix area, Tucson, somewhere out in Arizona, and he works out of the South Carolina region. And 9 times out of 10, if I make a contact with him, he's probably in South Carolina, but it registers and shows that he's in Arizona. So there are some limitations to that. So not a big deal. So let's go ahead and switch over to our second favorite frequency, and that's our 20 meter one, and that's 14,300. And I don't use those frequencies obviously to activate, but I do use it to oopsies. That's Let's do this. There we go. Now let's change it. I thought that looked weird. All right. So now what this will do, will bring us up a list of 20 meters. Aaron, good morning. Yes. So the bands they're quiet, at least from my perspective here. But I've heard people say that they've been having problems all weekend. It's the first time I've been on the air this weekend. Lou, if you reach out to Sebastian, and I'm sure he'll actually, I say sure. If he is at Huntsville and you have not met him yet, I'll make sure that you guys meet up, and he will get you added in there. You and Pink. All right, meters. Now, earlier there was one overseas, somebody over in the EU. Obviously, don't worry about that frequency because on 40 meters this time of day, we're not going that far. But on 20 meters, I do have to pay some consideration to some of the European activators too, because we may be able to hear each other depending on how the bands are going. So there's the potential for interference there. So let's swing you around here. Still need to get me a good producer. Can operate my cameras and stuff here remotely, but I can't get my kids out of bed this early in the morning to come along and do this. And my wife gives me the side eye every time I ask her to come down here. So now the antenna is lowering to adjust its electrical length to be more suitable for 14 megahertz. Here's a good example. Right here in the spotting page. I always encourage people. Oh man, back to needing that producer. Let me get my camera swinging back around here. I always encourage people to take a moment and look on the spotting page. Now, Polo, World Radio League, and Hammers all will allow you to see the spots. But if you're still logging through in 3FJP or one of the other, PC-based, computer-based logging programs, yeah, I get the side eye. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, she's like, yeah, whatever. Well, Lou, we will get that taken care of. I will promise you by the end of Huntsville, you will be in there. So, so here is a good example of what you should always check. And it looks like we go down here on 14343. We've got two calls on the same frequency. Great Britain and South Carolina. So there's only an ocean apart, and that's not that big of a deal on 20 meters. They could be interfering with each other. And so always trying to make sure that you're doing that. Now, That doesn't stop all of the potential. There are many more activities going on besides this. There are tons of nets out there, and despite what the net thinks, they don't own the frequency. That's one. But two, and you should always be courteous of other people using the frequency. But despite that, we don't know when their net's going to be on. That was a big thing that our friends on the Maritime Mobile Net used to get pretty pissy about, that, we've been doing it on this frequency. They've kind of backed away from that now because, well, it hasn't looked so well for them. But enough of that. Let's get on the air again. Find a frequency. Oh, there we go. 328 seems to be quiet. Is this frequency in use? November, Whiskey 9 Foxtrot. Is this frequency in use? November, Whiskey 9 Foxtrot. CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air from US 4215, the Morgan Monroe State Forest. November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by. CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air from US 4215, the Morgan Monroe State Forest. November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by. CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by. CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by.
Kilo.
Was there a kilo station? CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by. I just got out in the spot there, so hopefully that'll show up. CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by.
Kilo November 9 uniform.
Kilo November 9 uniform. Good morning. 5-1, 51 in the park.
Appreciate the 5-1. You're about a 5-2, 52 here into Victor Alpha.
All right, thanks to 5-2 into Virginia, my friend. Have a great day today in 73.
You as well, 73.
All right, thank you. November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, QRZ. CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by.
Kilo Bravo 5, Uniform Tango Yankee.
Kilo Bravo 5, Uniform Tango Yankee. Dave, good morning. You are a 5-7, 57.
I'll give you a 4-3-4-3. You're in my noise.
All right, I'll take the 4-3, my friend. Look forward to seeing you in a couple days, and have a safe trip there in 73. November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, QRZ. CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by. Vaughn, I guarantee you we'll be able to do some park-to-park QSOs here in a couple days. And I believe it's Dave. Frequency Frenzy. Go check out his stuff too. He'll be there in a couple of days also. So we'll be doing some face-to-face QSOs, eyeball QSOs. CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by. CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by.
Whiskey 4 Kilo Echo Whiskey.
Whiskey 4 Kilo Echo Whiskey Fletcher. Good morning. Got you in the log about a 4.5 this morning.
Morning, North Carolina.
Whiskey 4 Kilo Echo Whiskey Fletcher. Got you in the log 4.5. I think you. Yeah, Whiskey 4 Kilo Echo Whiskey. Got you in the log 4.5.
Okay, you dropped out on me, so you're back. You should still coming in here about 5.5 now.
Yeah, same thing here, 5.5, 55. You came up a little bit too. Hey, Fletcher, appreciate the contact this morning. Have a great day today in 73, my friend. November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot here, is Ed. CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by. CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by. CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by. CQ POTA, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot calling CQ Parks on the air and standing by.
Kilo Golf 4, Victor Echo Tango.
Kilo Golf 4, Victor Echo Tango. Vaughn, you are booming in here, 5.8, 58. Kilo Golf 4, Victor Echo Tango, Vaughn, 5.8. Kilo Golf 4, Victor Echo Tango, Vaughn, 5.8.
Thank you for the 5.8. We're using YouTube as a repeater because I can't hear you.
All right. Sounds good, my friend. Have a great day today in 73. I'm not going to log that one. The Alpha 7 station. Alpha 7 Romeo Sierra. Ralph, good morning. 4.5, 45.
7-3.
I think it caught, was it 5.3, 53 into Utah?
Roger.
All right, sounds good, my friend. Appreciate the contact this morning. Have a great day today in 73. All right, thank you. November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot, yours, Ed. All right, November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot going QRT, QRT, QRT. All right, let's get this wrapped up here. Always important to make sure you send that QRT spot to them. That way people aren't sitting around trying to find you when you've shut down. So, all right. Open this up a little bit here. So 24 minutes of operating time. I'm trying to get wrapped up. Big Jim, or actually Little Gene Little Gene and Tio will be streaming here in a few minutes. Make sure you go check out their stream. I'll put a link down in Ham Church. That's what Dave says. They'll be doing the 4 days in August, I think is what they're calling it, breakdown and everything like that for today. But 13 contacts in 24 minutes. Not my best, but not a big deal. One park-to-park contact that I know of today where we actually exchanged park numbers. 11 of the 50 U.S. states were covered, got no Canadian provinces or EU countries. 9 contacts on 40 meters, 4 contacts on 20 meters. And if we look at the map and blow it up here, this is what our footprint looks like today. So as far west as just outside of Salt Lake City, Utah, all the way over to what is marked as Rhode Island. That is that one POTA activator. Got a Port St. Lucie area there. Well, it's north of Port St. Somewhere on the East Coast, out on the Space Coast of Florida. I know Vaughn and Julie live up in the Ocala area, so a little further north and west of there. I could hear Vaughn. Vaughn couldn't hear me. So it's unfortunately how it rolls out. Green dots were the 20 meter contacts, and obviously the furthest ones away. The blue ones are the 40 meter contacts, and 40 meters is good in the daytime. It's going to be a more regionalized frequency, so you're not going to get as far where the atmosphere for 20 meters, the ionosphere is a little bit higher, and you're going to get a much further reach, which is good. That's where you start seeing these longer distances. Certain times of the day, I mean, I have heard myself all the way around the world where I finish talking and then I can hear myself again. So it is possible conditions to bounce that signal around all the way around the world. So good stuff. I am going to get out of here. It is time for Big Gene. I'm sorry, I keep saying big. That was Big Gene was a couple years ago. It's now Little Gene. And To they'll be on here next to have Ham Church. Go check it out. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. I will also be on tonight, Ham Radio 2.0. It's live stream along with a lot of other YouTubers who are going to be down at the Huntsville Ham Fest. He'll have those on. So check out Little Gene and To next later tonight. Ham Radio 2.0s. If you are traveling to Huntsville, let's meet up, say hi. It's a fun thing. Have a safe trip down there, whether you're heading down tomorrow or later in the week. 73, everybody. Make sure you go check out their stream. Here's the link for it if I got the right one. And we will see you later. Ham Radio Kids Table. We should be live streaming. Not really anything particular. I am going to try to get into Gigaparts store on Wednesday. Haven't told those guys yet. And live stream there Wednesday. It ties right in with their closing time. So, there they are, guys. So 73, everybody.